Hello and welcome to Timeout. There's a lot of times, all you need is a 30-second timeout. We need a full timeout today because there's a lot of talk about, no, don't interrupt Nick.
What?
He's Nick, I'm Tom. I know he is chomping at the bit to talk about O'Neill's win over Norfolk Catholic, but we're not going to talk about that first. I want you to tell me about your experience with six-man football.
Boy, six-man football seemed a little bit like backyard football. I haven't
That's exactly
not seen
what
it
it is.
before.
It's awesome.
St. Ed actually, with a big defensive effort against Walthill, they were up only 15-7 at halftime to the second-rated team in all of six-man against third-rated Walthill. Ended up winning 47-19. Jonah Misek had 5 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 passing, and 1 receiving.
I know you want to talk about the Beavers' defense being impenetrable all day long, and I don't blame you. But let's talk about the Trojans from Hartington Cedar Catholic and the rest of Class C2. What's going on? Because there's a lot of good teams.
Cedar Catholic with a 13-10 win over Lutheran High Northeast. Lutheran High missed a couple of field goals. They had some chances to tie the game late. Cedar Catholic only had 231 yards of offense.
Elsewhere in Class C2, tell me about Crofton and what they did against Stanton. Was that necessarily expected?
Not necessarily. Stanton coming off a tough loss the week before against Lutheran High Northeast. But Crofton really coming with a big defensive stand, really time and time again in that fourth quarter. Crofton with a 21-14 win. Stanton had several chances to tie the game late.
Let's talk about Battle Creek and their bounce back.
Battle Creek really needed, I think, to bounce back after last week where they only had 1 touchdown drive and a loss to Cedar Catholic. The offense really didn't have a whole lot of rhythm. That was a game I think Battle Creek needed for a momentum standpoint. They've got a big one this week against Lutheran High Northeast.
Live streamed at NorfolkDailyNews.com, 3 p.m. game, a doubleheader live streaming at NorfolkDailyNews.com possibly. I was going to pull my phone out of my pocket to check, but it's not in there. What's wrong with a man not carrying his phone?
Don't know.
You know who always carries his phone?
Who?
Justin at A to Z Vac and Sew.
Hi, this is Justin Webb, second generation owner of A to Z Vac and Sew in downtown Norfolk. I grew up around our business where I learned the value of relationships, customer service, and product knowledge. So it's still here. We love the opportunity to show you our vacuum cleaner lines and sewing machines. We do sales and service of all makes and models. We want to earn your business, so you'll come back again. Stop in and see us soon. From A to Z, we have it all. A to Z Vac and Sew, 422 Norfolk Avenue.
Thank you, Justin. There are a few other big games this week. You've got Cedar Catholic at Crofton. Undefeated Cedar Catholic, still 6-0.
You know what everyone really wants to hear about, though?
What?
They want to hear about O'Neill and Norfolk Catholic because my understanding of that game, especially the fourth quarter, was that it is as good as it gets for high school football.
And honestly, through 3 quarters and early in the fourth quarter, I thought, okay, this is going to be it. This is O'Neill's crowning achievement. You know, they were up 20-0. And all of a sudden, Norfolk Catholic gets a little bit of momentum. They get a touchdown. Send a heavy rush towards the punter. And
timeout!
Whoa, thanks, Coach Beller. Coach Beller just timed you out.
What?
There's a reason he did. Because you doubted him. Norfolk Catholic may have been trailing, but Jeff Beller is one of the most established, seasoned, best coaches in the state of Nebraska, high school football-wise. Why would you count him out at any point in a game?
You know, you have an excellent point, and really they proved it with that comeback. But then O'Neill comes right back. They had just given up 3 straight touchdowns. They were down all of a sudden now 21-20. And I asked their quarterback, you know, where did this drive come from? You know, he said, you know, we were confident. We knew we could do something like this. And they just went out and they made the plays they needed to.
And it's going to be fun to see how far O'Neill can go as the year goes on, as well as those Class C2 teams. We could talk about that game probably for the next 73 minutes. But nobody's going to watch us talk about O'Neill and Norfolk Catholic for 73 minutes. Probably won't even watch us talk for 4. I'm Tom. He's Nick.
We'll see you next time.